Today's video is to show you how I made this yummy-licious air-fried roast chicken and flawless gravy that I made for Christmas Eve. This chicken is so tender and juicy that everyone just loved it. Notice the ingredients I mentioned in the description below. First, chop up some parsley and give it a quick rinse because I like to rinse up my herbs before I use it. And I am leaving half of the parsley aside for the dressing purposes later. And you would notice once you wash up the parsley, it gets a little bit trickier to chop it up, but it helps. And add the parsley into the bowl of butter. Well, I've got about 1 stick of butter here, and about a teaspoon of pepper, a teaspoon of salt, and about a teaspoon of basil leaves, a heaped teaspoon I would say. And you mix everything together with about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and make sure that it's all well combined with the butter, the oil. Make sure all the oils of the herbs and everything comes out, and squeezing in about 10 drops of lemon into this mixture as well. And this is already delicious, so keep that aside. Now comes the messy part. In preparing your chicken for the roast, you need to make sure it is well seasoned and all the flavors of the herb butter that we just made gets trapped inside and infused into the flesh, and it keeps it moist and the chicken flavorful. So the important step here is to make sure that we carefully do the stuffing of the chicken. It's very easy to tear the skin in this process, so be careful and make a pocket in between the flesh and the skin of the breast of the chicken using a spatula or your fingers in order to stuff the herb butter in there. Next, continue to stuff the herbs in the pocket that we've just made, and rub some of the herb butter all over the chicken and massage it in as much as you can. I would say this process would take about 5 minutes. Do take your time on it, on rubbing the herb butter on both sides of the chicken. You do need to later on season the chicken with salt and pepper and some olive oil. Here I am rubbing that pepper and that salt all over the chicken along with the herb butter, and this massaging process is very important. And remember to turn the chicken both sides, and to do this, and pouring some olive oil all over the chicken along with the seasoning, and rubbing and massaging the skin helps to keep the skin crusty and turn that golden brown. And I'm stuffing the hollow part of the chicken right now with the onions, the leftover ingredients, the lemon, the garlic, and 1 part of the potato. It's gonna give all that flavor into the chicken flesh and keep it moist inside. And I'm clipping it in with 2 toothpicks, but do remember to take those toothpicks out once the chicken is roasted. We do not want anyone biting into them. So next, I'm preparing the pan, the roasting pan. The chicken would go into the air frying, and as you can see, I'm leaving the onion, the garlic, the lemon, the potatoes on there, and I'm leaving the chicken on those so that the bottom of the chicken will not get overly cooked or overly roasted. And here we have it. It's ready to go into the air fryer for 180 Celsius for about 30 minutes, but do check on your chicken after around the 20 minutes mark, because every air fryer and oven is different. And here you have it, the most delicious and moist and flavorful roast chicken. Make sure that you remove those toothpicks. We do not want anyone biting into those, so we have to remember to take those toothpicks out, or you could use a thread to tie up the chicken too. So next, we are moving on to making a yummy-licious gravy, the flawless gravy indeed. So here I'm squeezing in the hot lemon, the piece of lemon that I used, into the same pan, removing the skins of the garlic and the onion. And I'm trying to mash up all the potatoes and everything that's in the tray with a potato masher. What I'm trying to do is put that into a blender, a mini blender. But before that, I want everything mashed in. Season it with a bit of salt and pepper once again. About 2 pinches of salt and 2 pinches of pepper, I would say. And mix it all in, transferring this into a mini blender that I have. And I would want to pour about a quarter cup of water into this blender so that it would give a nice silky smoothie texture. So here I am blending it for about 30 seconds and doing a quick taste test. And there you have it, the silkiest, flawless gravy you could taste, along with the yummiest and the moist roast chicken, I'll guarantee. It has a sweetness of the onions, a hint of potato flavor, garlic, butter, olive oil, and of course the herbs. And oh my god, it's so good, it's so delicious. It's actually the best gravy I've ever tasted. And the best thing is it's flawless, and we've not used any more butter or stock water or any artificial flavoring into this stock. It's all the potato, the onion and everything we used in the roasting process, and it is delicious. Thank you for watching. I hope you give my air fry roast chicken recipe a try. Let me know how it went in the comments down below, and if you have any questions, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. All the best and enjoy.